What the was that? We got to talk about the Vanderpump Rules season 11 finale that aired tonight. This is an emergency. I repeat, this is an emergency live. Hello to everyone. Grab a beverage. Hope you're wearing some comfy pants or no pants at all, and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
I repeat, this is not a drill. This is an emergency. Vanderpump Rules season 11 finale. Roast and recap. We're going to do a roast and reaction. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Stand-up comedian and unfortunate Vanderpump Rules superfan, Joleen Lunzer here to break it all down for you. We roast it, we recap, we take a comedic look. Remember that I am very opinionated, but you're welcome to have your opinions, even if they're different than mine. And we can just agree to disagree without being la-las to each other.
That's my opinion!
All right. So, hello. Happy Vanderpump Rules season or series finale night. Whatever this was tonight, we're going to talk about it. Tomorrow, though, big news, you guys, exciting news. Christina Coca, aka Coca Macoca, aka Coca Coca, on YouTube. You know her, you love her. If you don't know her, subscribe to her now on YouTube. Follow her on Instagram. I put the link to her YouTube channel right in the description of this video. Really easy. You just got to click on it, hit that subscribe. She's going to be joining me at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and we're going to do a deep dive, a deep lady dive into this reunion. But before I'm joined by Christina, I thought I would just get it out, get this initial stuff out, and then tomorrow her and I can have some fun and we can have another therapeutic session. So just know that not just tonight, tomorrow, we will also be talking about the reunion, and we'll be talking with Christina Coca, who makes fantastic Vanderpump Rules content. She's hilarious, talented, all the good stuff. So I'm excited that her and I will be here at 12 Eastern, 3 Pacific to talk all about whatever the hell this is. You guys, was this the series ending? Because if this is the way Vanderpump Rules goes out, this might be the saddest series finale in history. I don't know what that was. The ending almost made me cry. I know I was so mad almost the whole finale. And then seeing the montage at the end of the episode where they were all young and innocent before money and homes in the valley and pasta had jaded them, just did something to me. And I was like, no. What was once my favorite show, or one of my favorite shows, is now a shell of itself. I don't even recognize. Okay, Megan says, I did cry, right? That montage with the music, you know that it's your time. And it's also, these are the best days of, and Ariana's fixing her hair, and Tom Schwartz actually looked like a model. It was so long ago. Oh, hey, Buffy, come here, girl. Oh, even Buffy, even my dog Buffy. See, she's been through some stuff tonight. Her and I watching this show, she put her head under the cover. She was like, I can't take it. And I got allergies. So my eye makeup I wiped it away and I said, we're going live. We're going raw. That doesn't sound good, but you know what I'm talking about. Sharni, I'm so happy. You almost cried too. You guys, I forgot my upfront little announcements. Make sure you hit that like. You guys have been killing it with the likes. Thank you so much. Also, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We gained like 100 subscribers today, which is amazing since yesterday, I think. So welcome new subscribers. Hopefully you are having a good time over here. We have a lot of fun. Everyone in the live chat is super rad and cool. So welcome. Thank you for subscribing. If you want to support the channel further, you know the drill. You can always send a super chat while we're live. You can send a super thanks after the video posts. Thank you to those of you who have been doing that. Or you can hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. I did get a couple of those. And you guys are just so sweet and you're so generous. And I appreciate you so much. And I thought I screen grabbed it so that I could be like, thank you. And if you want any of that information, it's in the description of this video. It's also at the bottom of the screen, or you can join my YouTube membership, or check out my Patreon. Okay. Wait, no, I got it here. Gigi, thank you so much. Thank you for the Cash App. I got that Cash App. You are a sweetie. You are a darn sweetie. Thank you so very much. Okay. All right. Jen Knoll, 2013, starting off with the first super chat of the live, says, that was what Lala and Scheana said would turn us on Ariana. My God, they made even bigger fools out of themselves than I thought was possible. Jen Knoll, no lies detected from Jen. Jen is telling the truth. So I'm going to share a couple of my favorite little things I found on the World Wide Web tonight regarding this. But one of them is definitely, where did it go now? I mean, that whatever they thought they were doing or was happening, no. No. Well, this one I made, Lala in her soft era. Just being so soft, you guys, because she's the softest piece of soft that ever soft. Lala clearly is fine, everybody. So if you don't think so, you're the problem, not her. She's clearly fine. Obviously, this is a woman who it's not her. She's not miserable. She's not mad. She's soft. And you guys just don't get it. You don't get what it looks like to be soft because you're not evolved humans like Lala. You're not honest like Lala. The fact that this chick is trying to be the voice of reason or be the narrator on the show is a damn joke. What they have subjected their audience to, what they have dumbed this show down to is pathetic at this point. Lala, I'm just soft. You are not soft, ma'am. You are projecting all of your issues onto everyone on this damn show. Oh my goodness. This is my soft era, guys. I'm really soft. Finger guns, soft. Fingers in my mouth. Nervous. Fingers in my mouth. You're not. No. If this is soft, may I be hard for life. May I cut like glass until the day I die. If this, in fact, is soft. Yeah, she's so soft and cushy. She's like a big teddy bear. A big, just all lips. All lipped teddy bear. Oh my God. And today I think is Scheana's birthday. Happy birthday, Scheana. But I don't know what you were doing this episode. I don't know. What Scheana? Okay. I was on Twitter because it'll never be X to me. And I was just kind of going off. And normally I don't go off that much on Twitter. I do a lot of RTs, if you will. A couple quotes here and there, subtweets they call them, I think, or something. But I normally don't go off as much as I did today. But the frustration was real. It was real and it was raw. But to see Ariana continue to hold her own, state her boundaries, and respect herself was the best thing about this episode. That and Katie, obviously. And the little James Alley thing was cute too. But everything else is trash, started on fire, it's done. So Scheana kept telling everybody, you guys, wait until the finale. You will finally see where Lala's coming from. Also, shout out to Ryan Bailey, who was on Scheana's podcast, and I saw a clip of it on Reddit because I didn't watch the whole episode yet. He held his own too, and he actually called out Lala's behavior, and you could tell that Scheana was very, very uncomfortable. And Ryan was like, it doesn't make sense. So he was able to do it in like a respectful way, even though it's Scheana's platform. He didn't give in to like, the pressure to just go, whatever you say, reality TV people, you guys are right. And he stayed true to what he's been talking about and calling out this season. So shout out. But this, shout out to Bravo Buds too. At Bravo Buds on Instagram has become one of my favorite accounts to follow. They post some really funny stuff. Me waiting for the thing that will change our minds during the VPR finale. I don't know. Okay, so the Vanderpump Rules season finale. The description is Scheana performs live for the first time with her band. Okay, she sang one song with an auto-tune microphone. Can we calm down? Can we calm down a little bit with the performed? Katie clashes with Joe over a year's worth of grievances. Ariana takes Dan to lunch with her friends. The fourth wall is left shattered, and Tom approaches Ariana for a conversation. That wasn't an approach. He accosted that woman. Again, he went at another woman without her consent. He attacked her basically. I feel like he just kept riding dirty up on Ariana. And I'm like, what is this man doing? What is going on? He was riding dirty the whole episode. And then at the end of the episode, we saw the Tom Sandy butt that we know is the real Tom Sandy butt. I mean, do they not feel stupid? Does Jeremiah was a bullfrog, the executive producer, and the other guy, Alex Baskin Robbins? I mean, do you not feel a little silly knowing that you did all of that for a redemption arc that just fell flat because the guy you're trying to save doesn't even know how to be gracious enough or, humble enough to allow himself to be saved? He keeps just sinking his own ship. And instead of just letting the cards fall as they may, letting it play out, it would have been entertaining to just watch it play out naturally without all this, produced bullshit. And yet here we are at the end of the season, and Tom was getting handed softballs. Like, go with God, Tom. And Tom was like, no, I'm going down to the depths of hella. I'm going to hella. Yes. Thank you, Megan Sue, for the super chat. Unpopular opinion. I've had to work with my ex that was not only abusive and cheated for 7 years, and I wasn't making $500K to $700K for 2 months of work. I'm sorry you had to do that. But either way, no matter what you're making, no one should be forced to do that. No one should have to work with an abusive piece of shit. An abusive, cheating, toxic piece of shit, male or female. No one should have to do that. All right? No one should have to work with a cis male, we'll play a little Ariana to cleanse the palate.
This guy that I haven't spoken to in, however many months, all of a sudden is some sort of authority on who I am and how I live my life and what I think and feel. Well, that's interesting. Just like a man.
Don't f with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
I am sorry. Just like Love Pink is saying, Megan, so I'm so sorry you had to do that. I think, though, no matter what your income is, no matter what you're making, you don't deserve to be treated poorly. Just because you are the CEO or an executive, it doesn't mean that you should be able to treat the people that work beneath you or service staff or jobs that are considered, not as high up worse. So even if Ariana makes all that money for just 2 months of work, she doesn't deserve that treatment. Neither do you. So, yes, some of you, obviously, you have no choice. You have no choice. But I think, again, thinking that Ariana should quit a really good job or should just not feel the way she feels or put her boundaries up just because she's making more money than all of us, that doesn't mean that she should be abused or walked all over. Okay? Because there's no amount of money that justifies that kind of behavior. Because really, everyone has a choice. The choice might be really bad, where like Ariana walks away, she's still going to probably get decent gigs. The rest of us walk away from jobs, we can't pay our bills, but there's still a choice in that. There's always a choice. That's why another lesson I learned from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, damn if that thing didn't teach me more than school. All right. But we always have a choice. Jen Knoll, 2013. Thank you so much again, saying all this just for Tom to go on Vile Files and the New York Times interview and his hot mic moment at the end is truly karma at work. It really is, because you never win when you play dirty. You never win when you play dirty and you go against the audience and you try to trick us. It doesn't work. You will not win. You will not win. Oh my goodness. Okay. So apparently we were supposed to see this big thing that was going to change our minds during VPR. I didn't see it. If anything, I'm more staunchly Team Ariana and Team Katie, and Team This Show took a turn that is a great disservice to it. Shout out to Bravo OMG on the Twitter and the Instagram, Tweedle Utah and Tweedle Pick Me. Not Tweedle Utah and Tweedle Pick Me. You guys, tonight's going to be a therapy section. We're going to talk about the episode, but let's get it all out. And tomorrow we will have even more fun with Christina. But I'll hopefully be I'll hopefully get my head straight. I literally sat in the dark with my dog after that. After watching that, I didn't even watch What Happens Live yet. I heard it was horrible. If it had to be pre-taped, it's called Watch What Happens Live, as in happening now, as in not pre-recorded. And theirs was pre-recorded. Why? Don't tell me because of the Met Gala. Why? Why? We know why. Because they're trying to protect these men at all costs. This is so dumb. Oh my God. Valerie Ladeda. I like that. Thank you for the super sticker. I love your pop-ups. Thank you so much, Valerie. Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Yeah, Jackson Tom. All I saw was Katie Maloney. Katie Maloney was on her story, so I didn't get to watch because I was like, all I can do is sit in the dark. My husband, Shell, brought me my favorite yogurt ice cream because we all have our poison. That's mine. That's the thing that'll get me through anything. And I had that, sat in the dark with Buffy, one of my dogs, and he came in. He was like, why are you in the dark? I'm like, I don't know. And I posted on Instagram, I'm going to go live. That's it. I'm going to go live. That's what I'm going to do. But Katie Maloney is watching. She watched Watch What Happens Live with Dana. And she, let's see, is this no, this is Ariana. She was basically like, these men are lying.
Liar.
Okay, so her and Dana are like saying,
Dana, liar. These men, liars. These men just be lying, you guys. You're watching Watch What Happens Live, in case you're wondering. Does anyone else have the cringe? I have the cringe.
the cringe, they said. And Katie said, these men are liars. And Dana said, liars. So I'll have to watch What Happens Live later. And maybe I'll be able to talk about it tomorrow with Christina. But I just couldn't. I could not. I was like, But Katie says they're liars.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
It didn't happen. What didn't happen is Tom's redemption arc. It didn't happen. He's not redeemed, nor is he sorry. This man is a monster, and he's a menace. And not to society in a fun way, like a 90s movie. He's just a menace.
I defy you, stars!
The new thing is that, you know, as a cis male,
Did you say cyst?
raise your voice, yell, do whatever you feel entitled to do. But as a straight male, if I was a woman, I could do that. If I was a gay male, I could do that. But as a straight male, if I raise my voice, it's wrong.
All right, let's get into a couple things that I do want to discuss. First things first, Dan the man, Dan. We see him and Ariana waking up together in San Francisco. She's in bed and he's like, I'm going to get you a coffee. And I was like, I'm pregnant. Like, when my husband goes and brings me coffee in bed, I mean, I'm so glad Ariana has that. I am so glad she has a hottie patati with long hair and abs who can, you know, he's getting up to work out because he's very motivated. 40. Thank you, Alex. I just got your Cash App. Thank you so much, Alex. You know, he's doing the damn thing. And he's like, let me get you coffee, baby. And she's like, I would love coffee. And then she just rolls over in her bed. And Lala is just like, hey, jealousy. Because no one's getting her coffee. No one's getting Lala coffee right now. And she's not happy about it. She'll pretend she is, but she's not. Because then you would be happy for your friend, and she clearly isn't. So Daniel's like, ooh, baby, you want some coffee? And she's like, yeah. Ooh, yeah. So no more than dumpling lattes that probably had doo-doo brown in them, okay? He was like, I'm going to go buy you one because I'm not a cheap ass. And she's like, yeah, baby, go get it. Go get it. Okay. So then they go, and the day is filled with a little bit of sightseeing. They're on a trolley. Luckily, Tom Sandoval isn't there because he is working with Hassan, his sound guy, to help Scheana, which means he's such a good friend. He's such a good friend, you guys. We'll get there. We'll get there. But look at cute Daniel with shoulders and looking all good, and Katie looking all pretty, and Ariana looking fresh. They're just enjoying San Francisco. They're in Chinatown. They all go out to eat, get a little bit of little lunchy. And during this lunch, Lala decides to give Daniel the 3rd degree. She's like, do you remember in Home Alone when Macaulay Culkin's character kept throwing, I'm dating myself here, but not Home Alone, sorry, Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck, when Macaulay Culkin, it was like pre-Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin's character keeps like throwing questions at John Candy, his uncle that comes to take care of him when the parents don't have anyone else. Anyways, it's a great movie if you haven't seen it. Shout out to the 80s. I think it's late 80s, early 90s. And he's just like, how old are you? How much you make? Do you have a girlfriend? Are you married? Do you have any kids? And Uncle Buck says, you ask a lot of questions. And Macaulay Culkin goes, I'm a kid. That's my job. That was not as cute, but that was Lala. But Lala was more from the hateration. Okay, right? Uncle Buck is the best. That's one of my favorite movies. I love it. But that's all I thought when she just kept question. I was like, girl, stop. She's like, well, what do you do? So you're a bartender? He's like, well, I train. Well, how many days of work do you, or how many days a week do you train? How many clients? And he's like, I don't know. I train 7 days a week. What did you do? Do you want kids? I mean, I think so. She's so smug, Lala. She's like insufferably smug. And she's like, oh, okay. When people say they think they do, I always say, slow down. Because as a mom, did I mention I'm a mom? My mom, I mom to mom. He knows. We don't, this isn't about you, Lala. This ain't about you, baby girl. So she's throwing questions. Daniel, cool as a cucumber. Because before this, Lala was throwing shade. She was in her robe, looking all mad. And she was like, Daniel, he's such a square. Square? What is this? 1954? What happened? What's a square? What? How is he a square? She was basically telling Katie, yeah, Ariana told me that if Dan or if Sandoval comes up to Dan and wants to like shake his hand or something, he won't do it because he's been in a fight before. He's seen some shit. And I'm like, I bet he has. He's 40. He lives in New York. He grew up in New York. He has muscles. It's not like these fake LA muscles. They're like real muscles. I bet you he has had to defend himself before. And then Lala, after hearing that, says, he's such a square. What? Awesome. Squares are great. I love squares. Okay. Hollywood squares, all the squares. Awesome. She just is waking up hating. Waking up in the morning, hating about so many things. I just wish I could process this Randall shit. I just wish someone would pay attention to me. Like she's so bothered by anything Ariana has going on. That is not a friend. And Katie's like, yeah, I think Daniel's a great guy. He seems really nice and genuine. He's super cool. And Lala's just like, you're supposed to be angry. Again, Katie has proven not to be unhappy this season. She is very happy. She's got the hair. She's got the tat. She's got the mini skirt. She's got the emo night. She's got the podcast. She's got the love in the club. She's got some hookups. She's got some dates. This is Katie's season. Lala, you, ma'am, are unhappy. Does this lady look unhappy? Or does this lady look unhappy? Again, if you have to tell us you're happy and you're soft, you are neither of those things. We would just know because we would see it. I don't have to tell you guys I'm fucking hilarious. No, that's horrible, Joleen. But really, no, I don't have to tell you guys you're cool. And you don't have to tell me that you're cool because I see that you're cool. Okay? Lala green with envy. Her skin literally, yeah, she's like L7 square, L7 weenie, taking it back to the Sandlot or something. I don't know. So you could tell Lala was trying to get Katie to talk shit, and Katie's like, no, I think he's pretty great. He seems like really nice and genuine. Have you ever looked at your cuticles before? They're like really interesting. And Lala's like, well, I just can't believe that anyone would want to date Ariana when she's just getting out of a 10-year relationship and she still lives with him, which is really Lala's way of saying, I can't believe that anyone would want to date me. Because her self-esteem, unfortunately, she boasts a lot. She's got a big ego, but her self-esteem is low. So really all those things are like, how come he doesn't love me? How come no one wants it? It's all the things she fears that she's projecting onto Ariana, in my opinion. In my opinion. Okay. Before we got there though, I feel like I've already talked about this in the leaked video of the finale that I did, but Brock, he talks with Scheana and he's like, Scheana, hey, how did you talk with Tom Sandoval go? And Sheena's like, I don't know, I think it went well, but that's like, I don't want him to hurt me again because he's hurt me so much. And Brock's like, yeah, I'm just going to be honest here, okay? I love Ariana, I do. I love her. No, I do, okay? I've never been in an orgy with her. You cannot kiss her on the lips anymore because you guys kissed in Vegas, okay? I knew about that. I didn't want bisexual wife. I want strictly dickly wife, okay? So she wasn't at the orgy, which is fine. You know, again, 2 dicks, 2 vaginas, 4 people at the orgy. That's what's going on, okay? Kangaroo went hop, hop, hop. I watched him. When the guy's dick came out, I looked at the kangaroo, not gay, okay? It's just telling you straight up. So here's the deal. I love Ariana, I do. But I don't think she's a good friend. Not like Tom Sandoval. He gives us money, allegedly, okay? Tom Sandoval shows up. And Sheena's like, yeah, Tom Sandoval does show up. He does. But Ariana's like a really good friend to me. And Tom, like Ariana wants to be invited to stuff, but she might not show up. But Tom, he'll show up. I understand that. He's like, well, okay. But I'm saying Tom shows up. Ariana's not there for you. She's like, no, Brock, he's there for me. He's there for me. And Brock's like, hey, okay. Well, I think, in my opinion, Tom Sandoval is a better friend. I think Tom Sandoval is the greatest friend we've ever had. What kind of friend transfers you money via Zelle? Okay? Because I got Wells Fargo. Yes, it's a good bank. Kind of. Yes, okay? I like it. And I look in my checking account in the morning. I don't see a Zelle from Ariana. I see a Zelle from Tom Sandoval. Right there. Thank you so much. Tom Sandoval just paid our rent. Okay? To me, number 1 guy. Yes. A-okay. Yes. Thank you so much, Elle, for becoming a member of Joleen's channel so she can do shitty impressions of me. Yes. Yes. He was laying it on so thick. How much is Tom paying him? And Scheana was like, no. I was trying to get Sheena's. I've never really tried to do much with Sheena's voice, but it's a lot of teeth. And it's just like, Ariana's my friend. She's my friend. It's got a little bit of the vocal fry friend. I'd have to work on it if there's another season or if she's on the Valley or something, or God forbid I have to watch any of this ever again. But I'm just like, shut up, Brock. Shut your mouth. Sheena's like, no, Ariana is my friend. She's a really good, she's like the closest friend. He's like, yeah, but Tom Sandoval, he checks in on you. You know, me, I don't think Ariana checks in on you. And Scheana goes, she does. Okay, fine. You got you got 2 dogs in the fight. You got 2 dogs and 4 dicks in the orgy. I'm like, I have no idea what Brock was talking about. I don't know why there's a dog fight when she's talking about why this man is pushing his wife towards a man that yells at her, mistress shames, slut shames, all the shames, loves yelling at women, other than he gives money. Yes. Oh, it's like vocal fry and go, she's great. I love her. Ariana is a really good friend to me. I got to work on it. But anyways, I was like, Brock, be quiet. Be quiet. Drink your coffee. Be quiet. Be quiet, mustache. Be quiet, mustachio. It's like a little bunghole mustache. I don't like it. I didn't like it. He sat there with his coffee. Again, he's like, So Scheana, when I'm figuring out what I want to do with my life, I'm going to figure it out what I want to do with my life. Tom Sandoval, he's bankrolling it. And I like it. Okay? Nee, I don't want to just get any job like a Trader Joe's. Nee, there's people there that work there I've had orgies with. I can't work there. So Tom Sandoval sends me money, and I like it. Oh, good God. Okay, so Scheana's like, no, Brock. Meanwhile, Lala's like, fucking Den Square. Boom, boom, boom. Lauren from Utah, bitch. She's like, hit him up. Grab your shitty faces when you see Danielle. Daniel has a hot bod. He don't want to have sex with me. Call the cops when you see Daniel. Lauren from Utah, the gangsta lean in her. She was like, you want to get popped? Disengage. And Katie's like, okay, well, whatever. Because they fell asleep together. Because Lala said, do you want to just lay in bed? You want to lay in bed, close your eyes, bitch, and sleep next to me, bitch. That's my type. I don't know what she was doing. So they did. And then she tried to hate on Daniel. So then they all go on a trolley and they go out to lunch at this restaurant in Chinatown in San Francisco. And they seem to be having a nice time. And that's when Lala's like, who you been with? Where you from? How much you make? It's like, what do you do? What do you do, Lala? What is your job? What's your job? Why don't Daniel doesn't have to answer to you. And if you think you're saving the group from some dickhead, believe me, ma'am, you're not. Believe me, ma'am, you are not. We don't need inspector, hater, ooh. We don't need it. No, thank you. Please stop. So Daniel's just answering the questions. And then Tom Schwartz is like, golly gee. Okay, well, maybe you want to stop. And Lala's like, no. This is my group. No, you're not even an OG. What season did Lala come in? I mean, you're not, I don't like, she doesn't even go here. You too. Who are you to be asking all of these questions of Ariana's boyfriend? But Daniel was very nice. And then even Lala finally said, Daniel handled that like a champ. That bitch didn't break a sweat, yo. But I'm going to stay on his ass. I'll pop him. Pop, 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 pop. Why is she always with the fingies? It's like, Can we just like talk without all of the, just so much stuff. Yeah, go sip on your baby bottle, baby. Okay, we don't have time for this. So they're having lunch. And then James Kennedy makes a joke. And he was like, so, what do you, Dan, have you met Tom Sandoval? What do you think about him? And they're like, oh, God. And Daniel's like, oh, I really haven't met him. You know, I haven't heard good stuff about him. And they're like, and then Scheana's like, you guys, speaking of Tom Sandoval, Ariana, I need to tell you this. I talked to Tom Sandoval. And we were talking the night before about Good as Gold and me performing Good as Gold. And I was like, maybe, Tom, it wasn't a good idea for you to weaponize Ariana's mental health. And then he was like, oh my God, I didn't think of it. And I'm like, how did you not think of that? And Ariana's like, awesome, great. Thank you so much for talking to my ex and trying to have sympathy for him. And then it spins off into, I don't even remember how we got then to Katie, you know, because Scheana's like, but I think Scheana said, oh, but I saw a glimpse. I saw a glimpse of hope. I saw a glimpse of hope that he gets it. Ma'am, he is 61 years old. If he hasn't got it by now, he's never going to get it, never going to get it, never going to get it. Whoa. He's never going to get it, okay? So then Katie comes in, spitting facts, as Katie does, as a Katie Maloney will do. And Katie Maloney's like, I'm sorry, how many times are we going to keep believing this man's genuine tears? How many times? This is ridiculous, right? And then Brock's like, Brock freaked the fuck out. I think it was because he was wearing that leather top. He had like a leather button-up short sleeve top, which I'm sure was chafing and making him sweat in places he didn't even know he could sweat. And he was like, because it's my wife's friend. It's my wife's real life friend. Like he almost had an aneurysm. I was like, Brock, calm your boner. He went at Katie. And Katie's like, you don't know my lived experience, Brock. Again, Brock, you just got to the party. You came one season. You couldn't handle the heat because you got quite the background there, little guy. And then you were like, I'm going to take a break. This is hard. Katie's been there since the beginning. So Katie held her own. She was like, bitch, you don't know me. Bitch, don't steal my ride. Like, you don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. He's like, but it's my wife. Like, he freaked my wife. Like, he was so mad. And Katie's like, are you okay? Do we need to call somebody? What is wrong with this man? What is going on? How come all the men or the supposed men with these butthole mustaches? Because it just looks like, I don't know. It just reminds, I don't know. I just want to call it a butthole mustache, and that's what we're going to call it. With these butthole mustaches are getting so mad. It's my wife's friend. I'm like, what did he just say? Katie's, again, you don't know I've had such an experience with this man. This man has disparaged me since day one. He got involved in my marriage. Like, he's a jerk. Shut up. Know your role. And he's like, I'm sticking up for my wife. And then Scheana's like, yeah, I think he is. And then Ariana has to, again, come in, because her and Katie are the only logical people left, and say, well, Katie's sticking up for your wife because she is going against the man who yelled at your wife. So she has your wife's back. And then Scheana goes, that's true. And then Brock goes, sorry. I just get so mad. Okay. I haven't been to an Outback Steakhouse in so long. I'm so mad. So he's very mad. So he apologizes. And then Katie goes, bro, why don't you have this? I'm not the one. I'm not the one to fuck with here. I don't need to do finger guns like Lala. I don't need to get all up in your face. I'll just tell you straight up. I am not the one. Why don't you go after the people who are really coming at your wife? Which would be Tom Sandoval. And Brock's like, I didn't think of it like that. I didn't think of it. I'm just like, oh, please. This couldn't get worse. It was so bad. Brock's like, okay, thank you.
Thank you. You know, you're welcome.
It made no sense. It made no friggin' sense. So Ariana and Katie have to school Brock once again. It's like, Brock, stay in your lane. Be quiet. All right. This has nothing to do with you. No one cares anymore that this is your wife's supposed friend. He doesn't even like her. He's not even nice to her. What is the point? I know you guys are trying to make this about you and make yourself the stars in this moment, but please stop. This is ridiculous. And Ariana's just like, and then Tom Sandoval somehow gets his little fingers in my mouth, nervous fingers in my mouth, gets into it. And then he's like, listen, I know, Tom, he did, because I think Ariana says he's a trash person. No, he did a trash thing. And Ariana's like, thing? He did a thing? And then Tom Schwartz is just shitting his boxer briefs. He's like, well, yeah, I mean, a lot of things. Things? You mean multiple things? Continuously did a lot of things. Yeah, well, whatever. Anyways, and I heard they had to change his Pampers. He blew it up the back. And you moms, you know what I'm talking about. He blew it straight up the back, allegedly. Okay, everything I say is true except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged. But he blew it up the back. He was so scared. And I was so proud of Ariana in this moment. Oh my God. I just, after Katie and Ariana both got this one, what in the porn star is happening over here? Sir, was his hair his power? Was it his one true beauty? What happened? This is a butthole mustache. This is not good. With the leather top. And then Ariana is like, I'm sorry, a thing. And then her sweet boyfriend, Mr. Dan, let me get you a coffee in the morning after I worked out with my muscles and all smelling good and not cheating on you or giving you syphilis. Hey, girl, you want some Starbucks with no syphilis? And Ariana's like, hell yeah. Give it to me. He's like, sure. She's like, I'm used to the Starbucks or the dumpling latte with gonorrhea on the side. So, ooh, yeah, give it to me. Now, Oh, I loved it. And Dan was just drinking his beer. And in that moment, he reminded me so much of my husband. Hi, my husband, Chell, because my husband has watched me take down a man or two. Okay. just dent their egos permanently. And there have been situations where men have been like, are you just gonna, and he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna let my wife dismantle you. Yeah, I am. Just gonna sit next to her and support her because she is destroying you. Good luck. Good luck. Is it a vinyl top? Oh, gross. Cassandra, vinyl top. Ew, gross. JW, thank you so much for the super chat. JW says, since Lauren expects Ariana to film with Tom, I wish production would have brought Randall out and said, okay, it's your job to talk to him. Yeah, that is a great point. Something I agree with wholeheartedly. Pickleball Randall, next season, Vanderpump Rules, Pickleball Challenge. Randall should host it. All the VPR, if you want to keep your job, you got to be there because like Lala said, you got to get over it and you got to talk and you got to work. So there you go. And like Lala said, it's not like Tom Sandoval killed anybody. And you know what? It's not like Rand. Rand didn't kill anybody either. So Randall didn't kill anybody. Well, then when's the last time you talked to Randall? Lala. By that logic, do you understand how going against last season, you said, Tom Sandoval is dangerous. You are just like my ex. You are a narcissist. You are abusive. You said all of those things. And now this year, which technically 2 months later, like the 2 hours later, she says, you talk to him. It's not like he killed anybody. We have to talk to him. All right, well, then everyone has to talk to Rand. And then you do too. But I spy with my 2 ears that you don't talk to Rand and that you talk to him through an app. So, because for your child, you have to through this app, but you don't talk to him. You ignore him for your own health and your own sanity. In fact, there is a, thank you so much, Megan. Megan just became a member of my Patreon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I just got the notification. There is an account that was showing Lala's hypocrisy. Let me grab it here. And what she had said about her own situation with Randall versus, some of the stuff she is saying lately. Let me see if this is the video here. Okay. Lala, where are you, girl? Oh, Lala, it's too bad. It's really too bad that you're doing this. Nope, that's Scheana, who celebrated part of her birthday at Jax's Back Alley Bar, in case you were wondering. She is, I guess, they went from being like, he's on coke to he's a bad parent, and he called you a bad parent, and now Scheana's like, no, we're just going to celebrate together. All right, maybe I saved it on. I'll have to find where I saved it, but it was very interesting to hear Lala saying the exact opposite, obviously, of what, for herself. It's different rules for me than I guess, over here, regarding, your own boundaries and things like that. So freaking Lala, you guys. Smash that like if you haven't already. Yeah, I think Brock has rated Tom's wardrobe at this point, and it's not good. It's not good. So Daniel handles it like a champ. Ariana confronts Schwartz. Katie confronts Brock. Ariana then has to check Brock again. Scheana just sits there like, eh. And then they go back to the hotel room where Brock has set up a flowers because Scheana's going to be performing Good as Gold at Kyle Chan's Gold Whiskey Party, where the end of the finale will be held. Okay. Excuse me. So he's like, my wife is going to be singing and she is the breadwinner. Okay. Could I get some kind of like special thing for her? Because she's pretty important.
Away in a manger, no crib for his bed. Nope, it's not gonna work. Hold on.
Totally, that's like off.
Apologies, guys. I'm having a coughing attack over here. Get a little beverage. Okay. So he's like, yes, could you come to my room? She's going to be performing at Treasure Island, which it's not the one in Vegas. It's our actual island. Yes. Okay. We have to go to an island. She's going to be performing in our platform tennis shoes. Okay. Neat. So he has winner, chicken dinner. He has roses all over, And I'm like, and the room's messy with roses on the bed. It's like, are you going to have sex or is she going to perform? I didn't understand it. I did not understand how that with chocolate covered strawberries that she's clearly not going to eat before she goes and performs. I don't know about you. As a performer, I do not eat a bunch before I go on stage because I don't want to feel sick and I don't want to feel like heavier. So no. Oh my God. Valerie, VPR Vanderpump Pickleball Rules. Yes, that is the new Vanderpump Rules. If this is the way Lala wants to play, let's do it, Lala. Let's do it. So Scheana's like, oh my God, thank you. It looked like he was trying to bang. It looks like they were trying to make a Kristen and Welcome to Plathville baby. Kristen and Luke baby. I don't know how that was like, congratulations, babe. You're singing a song about good as gold for the 67th time. Same age as Tom Sandoval. Yes. Okay. I put some roses on the bed and it leads you there. It sounds like he was like, okay, you performing? Let's do it. Let's do it. Scheana immediately got on the phone with Lisa Vanderpump because Vanderpump has to check in and make sure everything is going the way she needs it to go for her Toms. Thank you, RPM Photo. That trash got her to compromise her financial situation with the loan she co-signed. Yes, speaking of Sandoval and Ariana, when she had to, are you talking about how she had to co-sign for him? Is that he took equity out of the house on a new loan? Is that what you're talking about, Arpan? I apologize. It's been quite the night, but yes, trash. Thank you for the super chat. And so Lisa's like, oh, hello, darling. How's it going? And Scheana's like, I'm going to perform good as gold. And she's like, oh, darling, that's so cute. Okay. I didn't care that much, but darling, how is everyone getting along? Okay. I just cannot bring myself to leave Villa Rosa. No, nor should I have to. Are the Toms okay? Are the men okay? Have they eaten? Are they okay? And Scheana's like, I think everybody is getting along okay. I mean, there's like, it's pretty good. And then Brock's over in the corner because Scheana just got done telling Brock that she has not fully made up with Tom Sandoval. Because Brock was like, did you tell Ariana that you completely making up? And she's like, Brock, I haven't completely made up with Tom Sandoval. We're kind of playing it by ear. And he's like, okay. Okay, we just want you to know, again, I think Tom Sandoval's a better friend. Okay? He just gives his money away to us. Yes, he feels bad that his lady had sex, him and his lady had sex in our bed on our counters, allegedly, Rachel Raquel. Okay? See, just putting that out there. So Scheana's like, I think it's kind of going well. Yeah, I mean, it's not like horrible, I guess. And Lisa asks her, she goes, oh, good, darling. I mean, you have a history there. Oh, my God, you have a history. I also have a history with sinus infections. That doesn't mean I want them around the rest of my life, okay? I get them way too much. But we got a history going back to when I was a kid. But that doesn't mean I want them to stay around. History shouldn't mean anything. But Lisa Vanderpump, again, is always going to try to protect the Toms. She has vested interest in the Toms due to, Tom. And I just think Lisa, unfortunately, has a lot of internalized misogyny that she probably doesn't even see as that. And then with Tom Sandoval weaponizing his mental health against her and her losing her brother so tragically, there's just so much yuckiness going, unfortunately, around in that relationship. So she's like, oh, but okay, darling, but you have so much history. And Scheana's like, Yeah, we do. I used to say it was like 10 or 12 years, but now I've upped it to 15. It just sounds more well-rounded. And she's like, yes, darling, yes, 15 years. You've had 15 years. I'm thinking, they have not had 15 years. What? When did I miss a couple years or something? Thank you, Jamie, for the super chat. Jamie says Lala thought she was more relevant and that she could actually convince us to turn on Ariana and Katie. Lala, you lose. Yes. It didn't work. And I know she wanted it to. Penelope Lord, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome. Appreciate you. So then Lisa Vanderpump says, oh, but Scheana, do you love him? And I'm like, what? And Scheana goes, I do. What are you talking about? This was never your boyfriend. You have a whole husband. This man has never been a good friend to you. And now but do you love him, darling? Love him? No. Tom Sandoval loves himself. That's enough love for everybody. Everybody. Now, no one else needs to love him since he loves himself so much. I'm like, what? When did they really try to switch this show into it's Scheana, darling. Oh, Scheana's hurt. And then Scheana has the gall to say, I just wish Ariana would understand. I understand what he did to her was really bad. I understand that. But what about what he did to me? And I'm like, huh? What? Huh? It's now somehow they're trying to convince us that like Scheana had a relationship with Tom Sandoval. Like she's the scorned ex-girlfriend.
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
I'm just like, what?
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
Where did you find her? It makes no sense. And she was like, she cries. She has a confessional moment where I'm like, oh, we're crying again. Oh my God, Scheana's crying for because you can't be friends with an asshole who hates women and throws you under the bus every chance he gets and protected the woman who wanted to put an RO against you. The one you tried to talk Ariana into breaking up and called her mom about. Okay. And then Scheana has like these little moments in the reunion where she's like, but that's just me making it about me. I'm like, oh my gosh, Scheana, what is going on? So by this time I'm screaming at the TV, you didn't date him. He's not your boyfriend, ho. I don't know. Someone said that. That was a line somewhere. Da 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 ho. But anyways, I was just like, what? Scheana. I've seen Scheana cry more over this man than Ariana. Scheana has gotten more screen time to mourn the relationship than Ariana has. Ariana has been gray rocking, keeping it together, protecting himself from Tom Sandoval's energy. Meanwhile, Scheana's like, I realized that Ariana had a really bad breakup. But what about me? What about you? Go talk to your husband, ma'am. Go talk to your husband who's wearing the pleather shirt, who's pitting out in the pleather shirt. Oh, yeah. I'm not your best friend, ho. That's where it's from. Thank you, Emily. I wasn't your best friend, ho. Well, now you should be saying to Scheana, he wasn't your boyfriend, ho. Like, oh my gosh. Yes, Love Pink. She's cried more over this frickin' friendship with Tom than any relationship. Something's up. Something is up. In the words of Meredith Marks, in the words of Ariana on tonight's episode, you can leave. You can leave out the door with that shit because he wasn't your man. This is your man.
I think if I went for a midlife crisis, I would just be straight to I'll be out on a ranch just figuring that out, you know?
Brock, some people might say those shoes are a midlife crisis.
I mean, yeah. Something's up. Something's up. Something's up. Something's going on. Something's weird. It's weird. We will leave it there. Okay. So Lala's busy thirsting over Daniel. She's like, she's throbbing over this. I love the term throbbing. She's throbbing. She saw Daniel getting ready, and she was already anti-Ariana and jealous, and then she saw this, and she was like, she's twitching. She's like, I must make it my point to ruin Ariana. She got to have sex with that. I had to have sex with this. It's not fair. It's not fair. Just imagine when she was like, oh, you work out. Also, did everybody peep the amount of times? So Ariana at lunch made a sexual joke about Schwartz, where she was like, yeah, Schwartzy, we were going to do a threesome with you, but me and Katie just ended up closing our eyes and laying in bed together and watching Housewives. Oh, but I don't think you can handle all this. Like, she got like, I don't know what she was doing. She was like, you can't handle all this. You can't handle my balls. And I'm like, huh? And then she was also telling Tom, so she said that to Schwartz, and her and Schwartz have made a few weird comments toward each other this year. There's some sexual tension. And then she told Tom Sandoval, the man she said is dangerous, a narcissist, a horrible person. She said, you look good, Tom. She's horny. She's horny. Mark my words. I don't want this to happen, but mark my words, there will be a Lala hookup with one of the Toms. I don't want to be psychic. I don't want these Madame Cleo abilities that I have, but I have them. And if it ain't this guy, it's gonna be the problematic Sandoval. Thank you so much, Rhonda B. The producers really tried it this year. They're idiots. They really tried it. They really thought we were stupid. They thought we were stupid. And we're like, no. Let me say, yeah. No. If it ain't Al Franken that she hooks up with over here, is definitely gonna be Kermit the Can't Sing Frog. Okay? But I think it might be Al Franken. I think it is. So something's going on. Something is going on there too. Because I'm like, she seems extra horned. The way she's looking at Daniel, she's like, whew. And then even Schwartz, she's like, ugh. And then Sandoval, she's like, you look good. And I was like, no, he doesn't. He's like always wearing his grandma's blazer. What are you talking about? He's wearing something from Chico's. What are you talking about? That is literally from Dress Barn. What he has on right now. I saw it at Dress Barn. This is not good. This is Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. Please return my blazer and give it back again. No. Thank you, Irene. Get some good rest. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she admitted she got hot looking at Dan come out of the shower with that long ass hair. She's like, oh, you good. You look good. I'm like, okay. All right. I guess all right, ma'am. Okay. So, where are we at now? It just, what a shot show. What a shitty show. Okay. So one of my favorite parts of this finale, which was chilling, crazy, sad, frustrating, all the emotions, is the philosopher, Katie Maloney, just giving it to us with facts, just being a good friend, just being a sound, nice human being. She says, I'm sorry, why are we like dancing around this Tom Sandoval thing? Why is this so hard for Scheana? And why is her husband screaming, that's my wife's friend. It's her friend, my wife. It's her friend, me, it's her friend, Kai. Katie says, it's so easy. Why are we crying over Tom Sandoval's friendship? Okay. When a guy fucks over your friend, fuck the guy. It's over. Bye. See you later. See you never. Yes, Katie. Yes, Katie. That is what most good girlfriends would do for their girlfriends. But for some reason, we live in a world in this Vanderpump Rules where Scheana thinks that she should have the same amount of sympathy and that her friend who got cheated on should have sympathy for Scheana because Scheana misses the asshole who was emotionally abusive, was a liar, and cheated on Ariana. And Sheena's like, I know that your boyfriend cheated on you, Ariana, and I'm sure that's like really bad. But I see hope. Scheana, there's no hope in dope. Okay? We learned that on Saved by the Bell, circa 1990 something. There is no hope with dope. And that is Tom Sandoval. He is a dope. So thank you, Katie, for just saying what we all, I think, or most of us. Let me know if you don't agree. That's fine. But what most of us, especially women who have other women friends, if I ever had a friend who was cheated on, which obviously I have because I'm a woman in the world, and that's unfortunately very common, I would never, even if I was friends with her guy, would I be like, oh, you know what? I just really miss him. I know he hurt you really bad, embarrassed you, lied to you, had sex in your house when you weren't home, when you were mourning your dog, keeps lying, keeps, trying to gaslight you, keeps trying to paint you as a villain, is just jumping in like freaking Freddy Krueger in conversations when you're like, please stay away from me. He's just like stalking you like Michael Myers. But God, he's so great to me. You guys, he paid Hassan, the sound guy. Yes. Oh my God. For me. It's not for you. It was for Kyle Chan, who allegedly saved his life. That wasn't for you. He'll make you believe it was for you. That's how he's going to try to win your favor. But no, ma'am. No. JW, thank you so much for the super chat. Billy unfollowed Tom. Rumors must have been true. Yes. We talked about that earlier on today's live, JW, and it was juicy because for a moment it was Tom got unfollowed by Victoria too, his new girlfriend, and he allegedly unfollowed her. And Billy Lee allegedly unfollowed both of them. Now Billy Lee has unfollowed Tom Sandoval's personal account, last I checked, but she follows Tom Sandoval in the Most Extras. Honey, you're not friends anymore. You don't have to pretend to like his shitty music. And no offense to the Most Extras because they're all talented, except for Laptop Owner Jason. You know how I feel about him. I cannot give him his flowers. All right? He's just like, I'm playing drums. No, get in your minivan and go home. You are a father, sir. Go home. Button up your shirt and go home, Jason. I'm going to call Jason's wife. Jason's wife, come get him. Come get him. He's still holding he's playing the drums with a laptop on his lap and not using it. And it's just covering a boner, allegedly. Okay? Come get him. Come pick him up. Bye. Get in the Chrysler. But the rest of them are talented. But now Billy Lee, if you're not friends with him, you don't have to pretend to like his shitty music. That's the great thing. You freed yourself. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Okay. Kirsten, thank you so much for the super chat. Kirsten says, smartest thing that production did was see majority still stood behind Ariana. And they put the last bit in. Smartest call for production. That is a good point. And how much do you want to bet that they did that last minute? At like the last hour they could. They're like, it's not working, guys. We're gonna have to call it. Are we calling it? We're calling it. We're calling it. We're gonna have to put this last bit about Tom Sandoval in. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. We're gonna have to show it. And that last bit was Tom Sandoval when Ariana left and she stated her boundaries and said, no. I am not going to be a ploy in the Tom Sandoval redemption arc. Or what is she's not a ploy. She said a cog, I think. I am leaving. He is running up on me like a damn linebacker. Is that what linebackers do? I'm trying to learn the football positions because I want to watch football this year just for fun, try something new with my husband. And I did enjoy the Super Bowl, but that was mostly because of Taylor Swift and Ice Spice, but I'm sure they'll be back for some games. So like a damn Is it a linebacker? Let me know, football people. But just ran up on her. You know, just like, I mean, I've been watching a lot of basketball. Go Wolves, because the Timberwolves they're amazing, and I could go on about that. And we never have good basketball teams, but we do this year, and they destroyed the Denver Nuggets. No offense to Denver, but Ariana I was about to call a foul. I was like, oh my God, that's definitely a foul. He's done a lot of technicals, but that was just like a straight up foul. He was like in her business, just running up on her. And she walked right over to Alexander Wang, or whatever what's the executive producer's name again? Not Alexander. Whatever his name is. Okay, we know there's Alex Baskin-Robbins. And she was like, I'm not doing this. She broke the fourth wall, and she said, no, I have boundaries. And then at the end of the episode is when Tom was like, Ariana left in a Lyft, very classy. She went to Applebee's with Daniel, her hot boyfriend, her very good friend Brad, who always has her back, and another nice lady. And they were like, 2 for $25, please. We'd rather 2 for $25 than be here. And Tom said, I love this. Because Schwartz was like, wow, that was a plot twist. They were talking to the executive producer. Oh, it's a plot twist. And then Tom goes, I love it. It's good for me. Oh, Tom. Always going to be the same, Tom. Always going to be the same, unfortunately. Always going to be the same. Kirsten, thank you for the super chat. Said, I contacted Jax, asked what happened. He said nothing. Kirsten. Oh, follow up. Follow up, baby girl. Follow up. Make him spill. You know what always works? Blackmail. No, I didn't say that, but I did. But I didn't. Okay. Blackmail. Linda D, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes. Yeah, I don't know why I can't remember the Jeremy spoken. Is it, but what's Jeremy? No. What is that executive producer guy's name? Because there's Alex Baskin-Robbins, and there's the other one who appeared in the show. And I said his name earlier, and now I can't remember. So we'll see. But we saw your true colors shining through. Then shout out to Queens of Bravo, who said Ariana absolutely did the right thing walking out of the Pump Rules finale party with her head held high and never having to compromise her integrity and morals just to complete Sandoval's redemption arc. She's a queen. Yes, Queens of Bravo, she is. Her and her friends were laughing. They weren't going to Chili's, but I feel like they were like, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. But I believe Ariana's friend in the yellow suit, Brad, who's like one of her besties. And he posted in his stories, him and Ariana at Applebee's singing. They're singing like the little Applebee's thing where it's like eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's. I mean, no shade to Applebee's. I love Applebee's too. But if you would rather be at Applebee's than this fancy party, your party sucks. Your party sucks. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Okay, it's Jeremiah, whatever his name is, the executive producer back here. He's the one that she ends up talking to. All right. But before we get there, we have a couple other things that we need to talk about. So we have a scene where Tom Schwartz comes back after the lunch before the big party with thirsty Kyle Chan, the alleged jewelry maker. And Schwartz is like, I met Daniel. He's a really nice guy. He's so nice. We talked about beer and we drank beer and then we had beer and there was beer. And Sandoval's like, awesome. That's all I ever wanted was for Ariana to be happy. That's all I wanted. I'm like, and I just want her to know that, like, I just like want her to know I'm like working on myself. She doesn't care. No one cares. No one cares anymore, Tom. You had enough time to show this. You didn't. You've doubled down, triple, quadrupled down now. A year later, you're wearing a glitter sweatshirt again, appropriating our woman style, all the while hating us and hating on us and treating us like shit. Maybe it's a Tom sweatshirt. I don't know. I don't care. Probably the one that you banged Rachel Raquel in, allegedly. He's like, I just want Ariana to know that, like, no matter what, like, no matter what, like, dude, bro, honey, like I will like, okay, be there for her. What are you talking about? You weren't there for her in your relationship. You think she's going to call you now? This dude really does think that like, yeah, I'm still a really good guy to her. I'll be her friend. I love her. I'm like, no. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. Nicole says, thanks for talking us through that shit show. You are so welcome, Nicole Larson. Need your added humor. The only closure is that Ariana is absolutely killing it. She won. I mean, the ad came out today. Or the ad, oh my gosh, elderly Joleen at work here. The commercial came out today for her hosting Love Island, like the announcement. It was super cute. Super cute. Kirsten, thank you so much. Kirsten says, I told him he knows he loves to spill. Wait for it. Okay, well, come over here when you hear, girl. Come on over, Kirsten. Yeah. Okay. So they have this like, it just seemed really produced. He's like, no, I'm really happy for her. Yeah. And I'm just like there for her whenever. And it's really hard for people to be friends with me because everyone who's friends with me, they all get hated on, they all get abused. And I'm thinking, how is this? You're on a TV show, right? You're doing stupid shit. You're going to win stupid prizes. The stupid prizes are going to be people are going to have opinions about you and they might tweet them and they might say these things. So this is, according to Tom Sandoval, I'm sure just like, I don't know how people are around me. Well, I don't know how people are around you just with your personality. I don't know why any of this is so bad. Just being around you and how selfish you are and how you behave and how you talk and how you use like as a comma would be hard enough for me. But look at these people are just giving their opinion on the show. So this person, JT4822, says, I'm sick of Lala's pandering. You can't be softer if you're giving a psycho cheater a second chance while talking trash about your BFFs and their business. That's just an opinion. And it's actually a good opinion, JT4822. Don't let them shame you. Don't let them say you're some kind of bully. That's a good opinion because it doesn't make sense. That's why people are having such reactions. You're also on a television show. People are going to react. That's what Twitter is for. Now, if people are like, I'm going to come to your house, I'm going to kick your ass, and I hope you get, that's a different story. But this, I don't see anything wrong. Yeah, she's pandering. Yep. You can't be softer if you're giving a psycho cheater a second chance while talking trash about your BFFs and their business. Yeah, you can't. So there you go. Okay, good one, JT. XOXO_party_197 says, James may be worse than Scheana and Lala. He's put in more effort to keep Tom than both of them with zero flack. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that, but dude, that's your opinion. Maybe he sees something. Maybe he sees something we don't see that we'll see later. Maybe he sees James is faking the funk. I don't know. Okay. STR_342_STR. I can't take any more of Scheana's tears for Tom. Me too. #me too. Why doesn't she have them for Ariana? Thank you. Does she have a crush on him? ? How is this bullying? How is this difficult? How is this something that's going to keep you up at night? These are all very logical. I honestly cannot take Scheana crying one more time. You guys know how hard I want to cheer for Scheana and Lala. I really do. Last season, I was like, yes, friends forever, friends until the end. I was like Saved by the Bell in their band, singing Friends Forever. I was like, this is so great. The girls are coming together. I feel joy. I feel pride. I feel power. Like I felt so cool runnings about it. And now I don't even know these women. I don't even know them. Okay. So I am sick of Scheana's tears. I am so tired, Scheana. I am so tired. Why doesn't she have them for Ariana? Thank you. Does she have a crush on him? I don't know. Good question. Beth Basket 215 then says, I can't with the terrible trio of Lala, Scheana, and Tom. If they want to be friends, they can leave. If they want to be friends, they can leave. Because I'm done. Eat shit and bye-bye. Okay. Yeah. Maybe sometimes you got to eat a little bit of shit. That, honestly, I have gotten way worse comments. I've gotten way worse direct messages. Okay. People have wished the diabetes on me. Okay. So that isn't bad. I would eat a little shit rather than get the diabetes. Okay. Because that's serious. That's a serious condition. Okay. Serious medical condition. Shout out to all our friends with diabetes because that is serious, and quit taking their medications like those Ozempic, Wegovy, Trulia, Trulicity, whatever it's called. Just because you want to lose 10 pounds, housewives, stop it. Not bad. Beth Basket. And then Kelly D says, Lala loves to preach about her growth, but going behind your friend's back and befriending her ex is not growth, Lauren. Yeah. Thank you, Kelly D. That's the smartest thing we've ever heard from a Kelly on Bravo. So I don't see how any of that is offensive, wrong, mean, or makes it hard for someone to be friends. Even in real life, when you're not on TV, people hold you accountable for the things you say and do. People in your life, people you work with, things like that. So Are you that soft that these people simply having an opinion about it is just, my poor friends we're all victims. Okay. No. So I didn't understand what the problem was. I thought it was great. Chickenhead, always good to see you. Chickenhead PK Neely, thank you for the super chat saying Ariana is going to Broadway again. Yes, she is. The month of August. She will be there. And yes, Chickenhead, thank you for the super chat saying I'm so confused by the Toms. I mean, we're back. My ring light was like, I'm sick of the Toms too. I'm not really confused by them. I get what their game is. I get that they've had a very privileged edit. They've been very lucky in their edit, and they just have never been held accountable before. And they're problematic and toxic and have giant egos. And they don't respect women. That's what I think. But yeah. Bravo, Kelly's Kitchen Strays. DGF, it just top of mind, I guess, just came to my head. Yes, and Katie did kill it in the Applebee's. And Applebee's obviously is a sponsor of this season of Vanderpump Rules. And look at Ariana understanding the assignment, being like, we're going to Applebee's. We're going to Crapplebee's. That's what I call it. No offense, all offense. I just think it's cute. But my husband, Chell, and I live right by an Applebee's. We could walk to the Crapplebee's. So she did. She killed it. So Tom trying to be like, oh, it's so hard for people to be friends with me. Because of you, Tom. Because of you. Not because of anything else. Okay? We need a Sandoval fall. I need to see him fall real quick and wipe away my allergies from my eyes. So let's enjoy this.
I don't believe you guys were ever in love. I think it was a fest for 6 months.
Dude, we would sit there for 5 hours.
You would get horny, extra horny, because you weren't getting it from
dude.
Ariana.
You have no
like go
idea.
downstairs and get your
You have no fucking idea what
Raquel.
you're talking about. I would literally go over to her house and we would spend like 5-6 hours together. If we had sex, it would be like for a little bit. We would talk the whole time.
You're a liar, though, Tom. You're a
I'm
liar.
not.
I mean, that's just the facts, though. And like,
it's not the facts. It's your opinion, which are not facts.
Well, no, it's her opinion too. She said it.
Okay, dude.
I mean, what you and Ariana had was true love, bro. Do you remember that back in the day?
You don't know,
bro,
man.
You looked me dead in the eyes for years talking about how much you love that girl.
I did love
God,
her.
it's like you forget, bro. It's crazy.
Shut up.
No, it's seriously, though.
Dude,
It's like you forget your memories,
love how
bro.
you walk.
Rewrite history.
Shut up. Shut up. I love that one. He's like, God, we would just like talk. We would only have sex for like a little bit, like 5 seconds. Okay? That's all we would do. Okay. So at the party, Scheana is going to sing Good as Gold. And she was like, Tom, hello, what's your name? Hassan? Oh my God, it's so good to meet you. Hassan, stop. Okay. Are you like his sound guy? And he's like, yeah, I travel with Tom. And Tom's like, yeah, put the DSLR on with the PLLR. He was acting like he knew the chords. And I was like, oh, way to go, Tom. Way to go. And she was like, oh my, Tom, did you get this guy for me? Did you pay for him? And Tom goes, yeah. No, it's for Kyle Chan. He like offered to be Kyle Chan's stage manager and have all this stuff. And she was like, did you give me a microphone with the thing that changes your voice? With the voice, like a auto-tune? Did you give me an auto-tune microphone? Oh my God. And Tom was like, I did. And she's like, this is the Tom Sandoval I remember. He's so sweet. He's so soft. And he's so generous. And he does stuff even when I don't ask. He was probably hoping they were going to ask him to sing. Girl, this had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. And she was like, So basically what Scheana and Brock are telling us is if you offer them monetary things, pay for things for them, you're a better friend. It doesn't matter who's there emotionally supporting you. It doesn't matter who treats you better. You can scream in their face, slut shame them, whatever. But it's like, oh, but he brought me an auto-tune microphone and he paid for it. You guys. Oh my God. So stupid. So then Scheana's like, I'm so nervous. I need to have a drink. So she goes to get a drink. And meanwhile, Joe shows up. Oh, I need my dun, dun, dun. I'm just like,
oh, half of you got to go. You got to go by noon today.
We got the dog. Oh, y'all just set it up. Y'all set it straight to the
Yeah, we heard the dog.
We do need a Miss Felicia. Oh, Heffa, you got to go. You got to go by noon. I'm like, Joe, what are you doing here? Oh, yeah, Tom invited you, Tom Schwartz, because he is torturing you. And she's like, I love you guys. Okay, so like, okay, seriously. Okay. Oh, it's like weird, right? That I like, glasses. I don't even need glasses. I just wear glasses. Okay, don't mind my hat. Don't mind what's going on here. What am I saying? Okay. All right. So Tom Schwartz is like, hold on. I like to sit on my feet. It's just like super comfy. Okay. So me and Tom Schwartz, we have, is the camera always like this? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, okay. Me and Tom Schwartz, we are, it's just like, I'll be like, hey, did you see that muskrat? And he'll be like, and I'm like, oh, we just get each other. It's like, oh, Katie is, I mean, she's, Tom could have sex with the tree, which he has because we would work if I could take him. Oh my God. Like, I love hats. Women, you can wear hats. Okay. So if I could take him in the woods, like we would be fine if he would be without his phone and like everyone else. And I could just like have him all to myself and like chain him to a tree. This is cool, right guys? This is cool. Oh my God. This is how I am. Anyways, I love having sex with him. Okay. So Tom, he could literally have sex with the tree, which he has. It was like, oh, it was so funny. It was like a maple tree. So it was like his wiener was like so tasty. And then it had, we had pancakes that day. It's a thing. Anyways. And I feel bad for the next girl. I do because like Tom and I were I want Tom, you guys stop being mean to Tom, stop being mean to the cast. I'm going to post on my social media like 7 times. Seriously, stop being mean to them. But honestly, he's moved on. He has moved on, but I want to have him in my life forever. Is he my soulmate? Yeah, but also like you guys need to move on. You guys are being really weird. Also, Mother's Day is coming up, so if you want a cameo, if you do promo code Schwartz's wife Joe, Kaylee Joe, hashtag Kaylee Joe Schwartz, I can like talk to your mom for you. It'll be so fun. Okay. What do you okay, so then I saw like I want to talk to Katie, but Katie's been like so mean to me. I don't understand it either. All I did was sleep with her ex-husband. All I did was send her text messages. And I was like, she was going through a divorce. She wasn't quite divorced yet. And I was like, Bieber loves you because do you ever do that? Or do you ever like swallow and go, you can hear it? Do you hear that? It's oh God, but she's such a bitch. Like these women, I'm not like a regular girl. I'm a cool girl. I'm not like these other girls. I cut off my eyelashes just for fun. Just like I burned my head. It's not crack. It's not on a crack pipe. It's not, everyone keeps saying crack. It's not crack. It's whatever. So yeah. Do I want Schwartz in my life forever? I do want him in my life forever. I think he should be in my life forever. He's so sexy. Oh, he's so sexy. So sexy. But I understand that like we're not together, but like he keeps saying we're gonna get married in 8 years. So I'm gonna like stick around for a little. Like it's just you guys don't get it. He likes cheese. I like cheese. Sometimes I'll grab like a block of Swiss and he's got a block of brie and we're like, and then we mesh them together and say they're having babies. You guys wouldn't get it because I'm not like a regular girl. I don't even care. I gotta call my dad. So yeah. So Joe is just Joeing. But then Schwartz is so ready to set her up. Okay? And he's like, hey, you want to go in the lion's den? And Allie's just like, go get us some champagne. And Schwartz is like, who? And she's like, both of us, me and Joe. Okay, yeah, okay. And then she's like, hi, Schwartz. And he's like, hey, yeah, why don't you go talk to Katie? And I'm thinking, why? This man is cruel. The way he sets Joe up, Joe was not heading over there. So all of a sudden, there goes Joe over to talk to Katie. And I'm like, and Joe's like, I don't like negative people. I don't. I want like toxic positivity. Like, don't process anything. Like everything, all your dreams will come true. Manifest Delulu. Like, I tune it out. I don't want. Katie is so mean. She's such a bitch. She's such a bash. So there's Katie minding her own damn business. She told Schwartz, I will be your friend, but don't put this shit in my face. The same thing with Rachel Raquel. Don't put it in my face and we can be friends. And I won't put mine in your face. But I will have sex with Max one time because you deserve this shit. Because I will run a train. Choo-choo. Put your choo-choos in the chat for Katie running a train through Schwartz's restaurant and friend group due to the disrespect from the Toms. Choo-choo. Even though Max is a fuck boy. Choo-choo. Okay. So Katie, mind her own business, has made it clear to Schwartz. Just keep me out of that shit. We can be friends. Keep me out of the shit. Here comes Joe. She sits down. She's like, hi, Katie. And Katie's like, what the fuck? What do you want? She's like, I know I probably shouldn't have worn a hat to this thing, but I want you to know. Okay. I'm sorry if I did something. And Katie goes, no. There's no if. There is no if. You did. And Joe's like, I am sorry, Katie. I mean, Katie's like, if you're sorry, you won't say if. There is no if. Okay? There's no hope with dope. There is no if. And then she's like, okay, Katie, fine. I just feel like I never got to express to you how I felt about having sex with your ex-husband, or soon to be. And Katie's like, he's my husband. We weren't even divorced yet. You sent me that creepy text. Okay. Katie says, I think you're creepy. And Joe's like, girl, you sent me the Bieber loves you, I love you, and I'm so supporting of your inner thoughts and visions. She is like a walking vision board, and it is terrifying. Live in the moment. You're a gem, and I've always respected you. I love you, XO Joe. So you say you love her and you respect her, and then you go, the first chance you get, you bang her soon-to-be ex-husband. If you're not her friend, because Joe says, but I wasn't your friend. It wasn't right away. And Lala's like, let me break it down for you, okay? Bitch. Okay, dude, disengage. What Katie's saying is you kind of snuck in there with the vag and you were like, you were like, do you mind if I stroke you? I don't mind. And you were, when you should have been like, And then Katie's like, yeah, I don't like you. You're a creep. I don't like you. And then freaking Lala's like, no, Katie, don't do that. Don't. I'm like, Lala, please be quiet. Please be quiet. And Joe's like, no. It wasn't right away. We waited a couple weeks. Katie's like, I feel like you have just been waiting to go after Tom because you used to message me about his haircuts. You would go through me. And then when I gave you the permission to be like, why don't you just message Schwartz if you want to give him a haircut? Don't message me. You took that as there's not a haircut anymore. It's an entrance into the baby door, allegedly. And then Joe's like, but we're not friends. We're never friends. We're never friends. I'm thinking, read the text again, you guys. Bieber loves you. I love you. And I'm so supporting of your inner thoughts and visions. Live in the moment. You're a gem. And I've always respected you. I love you, XO Joe. If they're not friends, then this is either they were friends or this is a serial killer message and it's coded and she's going to kill Katie. It's one of these two things. There are no in between. There's no in between. Yes, Miss T. She's like, no, there was weeks, maybe like a month. And she's like, you moved in, you lived with him. And Schwartz, lying his ass off, he goes, oh, we didn't live together. She's like, we didn't live together. We saw your stuff there. She's like, I was couch surfing. I'm like, girl, you are 36. There is no couch surfing at 36. Okay? No. not on your supposed friend, not friends, soon to be ex-husband's dick. You were dick surfing. That's what you were doing. And then Schwartz is like, fingers in my mouth, nervous, fingers in my mouth. I just thought you give peace. And Katie's like, I don't, with her cool new hair, she's like, I don't fucking want peace. I don't want anything to do with you, ma'am. You keep inserting yourself in my life. The fact that this woman stays talking about Katie, bugging Katie, taking these little jabs at Katie while hiding behind this. I'm so nice. I'm so sweet. I'm so nice. And then she'll do like a drunken Instagram live and rip on her. She'll do Rachel Raquel's podcast. She'll talk openly like Katie didn't like to have sex with them, but I did. I loved it. I loved it so much. And you're like, oh, gross. Good for you. Good for you, Grossy. And the fact that she thinks her relationship with Tom Schwartz is even on the same level of Katie's marriage with him is so different. You guys were not roommates, but yet on Rachel Raquel's, I'm pretty sure she said they lived together. Yes, Veronique. It is Scary Island reimagining. We're reimagining Scary Island. This is Kelly Ben Simone with the candy. And we're just like, it's too much. Joe's all over the place. She is all over the place. Her story changes constantly. Her story changes like this interesting tone of her hair. It's weird. It is weird and it's creepy. The way she moves is creepy. It's snaky. I don't like it. And she's nice, nasty. She wants to put out this like, no, everyone needs to be nice. And stop talking about them. You first, girl. You first stop talking about all your cast members. And then everyone else can stop. Like, she cannot stop. She keeps changing her mind. Like she was on, remember when she was on Rachel Raquel's podcast? We covered it. We roasted it. We went through it. And she said, I'm not going back on Vanderpump Rules. And Rachel Raquel said, what would it take to get you back? She said, $1 million. Well, guess who's singing a different tune now? Kaylee Jo Wenberg. Joe said, yeah, I would go back. I would go back. If they would have me, I would go back. What? So it's just forever changing. Yes, Vivian, it's turtle time. Something's going on. It's turtle time. Take a Xanax. Like it's something. So that after she's like gives this like non-apology to Katie. Okay. And thank you, Steven, for that great comment and for being a member for 7 months. And thank you, Susie Q, for the super chat. What in the Delulu? Yes. Did Joe expect Katie to apologize for? Yes. Let's get there. And thank you, Vivian, for the super sticker. So then after she goes, I'm sorry not if you did. And then say, I wasn't your friend. So this is Rachel Raquel's and Joe's MO, I guess. They're just like, but I wasn't your friend. Funny. We were all in the same friend group. We had the same friends. And according to, freaking Kristen Doty and other people, you completely stopped talking to everyone. All of the girlfriends in the group. After being in the group for quite a few years, once you started banging Schwartz. So it does seem like Katie's deduction, Katie assuming or saying, it looks like you have been wanting Schwartz for a long time is actually true. Because the first chance you got, you jumped on that pony. Okay? You were like, all about, let's go. And you didn't talk to any of the women again. So it looks very sus. But then they all go, we weren't friends. Same with Rachel Raquel. And you're like, but you were with them you're with Ariana all the time. Okay. But these women, they were like, no. We were just trying to bang your currents and your soon to be exes. We were never friends. Then Joe has the audacity to say, don't you want to apologize to me? I was like, boo, tomato, boo, tomato. What are you talking about? Why would Katie Maloney apologize? What would she have to apologize to you for? For calling it as she sees it? You were moving creepy, you were moving snaky, and you make the crackhead joke about yourself. Why would Katie apologize to you? I don't. Ma'am, you need to talk to Schwartz. He is the one who is taking you down these bad roads, and yet you still take up for this man, and you still want to be with him, and you're still like, he's a great guy. I want him in my life forever. He's the one who's disrespecting you on national television. He's the one that's like, no, we're not dating. No, right? And she's like, oh, I thought we were dating for a year. No, we're not. Get out. Crazy Joseph, get out. And she's like, okay, team money. I'm packing up my stuff. Have that same smoke for him, because Katie hasn't done anything to you. Katie just said, I don't like you. You're creepy. Those are just words. Those are just you're creepy. I don't like you. You're not my friend. Leave me alone. I thought we were friends, kind of. You said we're not. Awesome. Bye. Schwartz has actually done mean things to you. Schwartz has actually used you. Schwartz has actually purposely tried to embarrass you. And you know, Tom Schwartz is sitting there. I'm sorry. He had a boner. This is what he likes. He was like, that's my type. He was on the edge of the couch like, yeah. Fight. Yeah, fight. Go ahead, Joe. And Katie's like, get her out of here. And it was, and then Lala, of course, she has to be like, I don't think that's true, Katie, that she's always wanted him. Lala, can you imagine? Because I can. Randall in that situation with his new hotel friends, and they show up and they're like, oh, Lala, I'm sorry if, and Lala would be like, if Lala would be boom, 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 she would be like, I'm catching a felony, allegedly. She would be so mad. And then if Katie was like, no, Lala, I don't think they meant it. I don't think they knew he was with someone. She'd be like, bitch, are you for real? Everybody knows we were with each other. We were on a television show together. I mean, when Lala's like, you don't think that's yet. You don't think that's yet. Thank you, Michelle, for the super chat. Michelle says your impression of Sandoval is the best. Thank you, Michelle. Why don't you go stock some berries? It's ridiculous. Everyone, I'm a victim. Lala is team Lala. Lala is team I'm hard as hell, and then she cries. It's as simple as that. Okay. So then Scheana's like, because we're good is gold. Because we're good is gold. I have never performed live. Thank you, guys. And she actually performed Apples, and I don't care. Even though Scheana has disappointed me beyond belief this season, I think that song is a banger. I love it. And there's Ariana in the front row next to Lala, and just supporting Scheana. Despite everything Scheana is saying, doing, there is Ariana. Just like, yeah, apples, narcissistic psycho, cut you out like lipo. And they're singing it. And they're like, APPLES, how you like that? Saw you on the internet. You a hot mess. Like, oh, so good. So good. And Ariana is just supporting. Because, but again, you guys, she's not there for her. So then afterwards, she goes up to Scheana and she was like, oh my God, you killed it. I love you. The Joe thing ends weird too. I didn't get too much into the ending, but when Katie was just like, no, I forget exactly what Katie said, but Joe was like, she turned to the side like she's going to cry. And I'm like, this is a 35-year-old woman. Ma'am, you thought this was a good idea? Okay. So she's hugging on Scheana, telling her she's a good job. But even before then, I believe it was before then, we get Tom Sandoval comes over to talk to Daniel. And Ariana's like, oh God, he is not going to fucking do this. Oh my God, Logan is at Beyonce. I am trying to check this out. I could imagine, like, if that was me, I'm shaking. I'm physically shaking. I'd be so mad. So Daniel's sitting there and Schwartz is like, no, Sandoval's like, no, I just want to say hi to the guy. He's so calculated. He's so fake, because you told us last episode, the episode before, that you wanted to go up to him and you wanted to, put salt in Ariana's game the way you felt she put salt in your game with tea. A lady you're not even dating. Okay. She was like 25 years old. You're 76. It's too old, Grandpa. At least Ariana, she's late 30s. Daniel's 40. Good. Perfect ages. Thank you, RPM Photo. Says the 3-year plan to get rid of the other girls. It's not working, Toms. It's not working. because the audience is like, we love them. We love the girls. We don't like the Toms. So he heads over there and he's like, and even Schwartz is like, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think you should do that. But he like whispers it because Schwartz like, I don't think I should do that. I don't think that was a big good idea. I think that would be a bad idea. And Tom's like, no, I'm just gonna say, hey. And he goes over to Daniel, who right now is just my favorite, because when the Joe thing was going down, Daniel looked at Ariana and they were sitting across from Katie having to deal with Joe and Lala. And Ariana's like, ugh, he is always putting Joe in her face. I don't know why he does that. And Daniel goes, I don't know who she is. And I want to say, neither do we, Daniel. We don't know her. She doesn't go here. Okay? She doesn't even go here. I gotta have my Mean Girls sweatshirt on because I saw the Mean Girls musical and it was so good. They're so talented. I loved it. But she doesn't. We don't know her either. We don't want to know her, Daniel. So the fact that Daniel doesn't know her, I'm like, oh my God, I love it. Thank you, Daniel. Another point for Daniel. Another negative 100 points for Tom Sandoval and anyone associated with Tom Sandoval. So here comes friggin' Sandoval, and he's like a little gremlin. He's just literally, he's like damn Michael Myers. He pops up out of anywhere. He's just like, hi, Daniel. Hi. It's like when a mom is meeting like another mom's kid or their kid's friend, you know, or when I am being introduced to like a child, I'm like, hi, I heard good things about you. I heard you're so smart. Yes, I heard first grade is going well and you're like the best reader in your class. Yes. Oh my God. What grade are you in? Oh, you're tall guy. Yeah. That's what he was like. He was like, hi, Daniel. I heard good things. I just want to say I wish the best for you guys. Yeah. So, okay. And Dan is just like, yep. Okay. Yeah. And Ariana's like, this is murder illegal on this island, on this treasure island? Do they have like special laws, immunity, because it's an island? This motherfucker, Logan, you know, at Beyonce. And Daniel's like, and he's like, okay, well, it's great to meet you. You guys you're really cute. You're a good couple. Don't try to go in the back door. She doesn't like that. Don't. She doesn't stock batteries either. In case it's a little joke that's not funny. You guys want me to sing you a song? No? Okay. I'm gonna leave. So he walks away. So awkward. Schwartz is like, oh God. That probably wasn't a good idea. And Santa was like, it was great. I want to introduce myself. And he looks back. If you guys notice in that scene, he looks back at Daniel to see like, is he into me? And Daniel is like, not even looking at this way. Daniel's thinking about crunches. Daniel's thinking about ab work. He's thinking about a spin class. He's thinking about how great it is to have Ariana. He's not thinking about you. I think Tom went over there trying to steal Daniel. I honestly think Tom was like, oh, some big muscles there. You ever swing over my way? Sure to swing my way. Sure looks good to me. No, okay. I'm just checking. Okay, you look good. It was so awkward. So awkward. It was horrible. Yes, Ariana should host Murder Island. So poor Ariana gets accosted by this Michael Myers wannabe. The creepy posture, everything is like, with the veins sticking out of his head, is probably smelly, as they say. I didn't say it. Other people did. All right. So then, who else hates Billy? Xtina's already ready to take the poll. Who else hates Billy? Can we get some I hate Billy votes over here? Okay. Michelle's already won. All right. You guys add that up in the comments. You guys are hilarious. Okay. So then Ariana, back to Ariana talking with Scheana. And she's like, girl, you did so good. You were amazing. You were amazing. And Scheana's like, thank you so much. It was one song and I'm so glad it's over. Anyways, do you know Hassan? And Ariana's like, no, I don't. Why are we talking about Hassan? He is Tom Sandoval's sound guy. Oh my God, he's so great. So Tom, Ariana, listen. Okay, I know he broke your heart and had sex in your house when you weren't there and embarrassed you on national television and like did it in a Jetta in your backyard in the pool you paid for. You found a finger video of Rachel Raquel. He keeps disrespecting you and outing your mental health and making up lies about you and saying you're lazy and a bitch and all that stuff. But he's so nice to me. He's so nice to me. Ariana, he's so nice to. And Ariana's like, I just feel like him doing that and having Hassan is really his way of, it's like the Tom I've loved for 15 years. And I'm like, how did we get to 15 years? How in God's green earth did we get to 15 years now they've been friends? And then Ariana's like, huh, okay. Yeah, no. Yeah. No, I don't think he's making any progress. He continues to not leave the house we own together and think he can afford it. And turns out he can't because he doesn't understand how real estate works and that he has to refi and the rates are going to be different. And he's already priced out and he needs like 6 roommates and Jax isn't even divorced yet. And Tom Schwartz barely makes enough. He spends the rest on Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. So yeah, no, I don't think he has changed much. And Scheana's like, it's just hard for me because I really miss that Tom. I could have pulled every strand of my hair out. I could have screamed until my neighbors came over and thought something was wrong because something was wrong. I needed help. Okay. I needed to call a hotline. They needed a Vanderpump finale hotline. And Ariana is like, no. Shout out to Rex Weed on both Twitter and Instagram. Another one of my favorite accounts to follow. Always gets it right. Rex Weed is just saying what Ariana said. He's an ex-boyfriend of mine who does not deserve to be in the presence. Does not deserve to be in my presence and breathe the same air as me. And that will not change. And Rex says, nothing but facts and reasonable expectation in the statement. People who have a problem with that have a problem with themselves. So she's like, Scheana, do me a favor, okay? Don't bring him up anymore. He's an ex-boyfriend of mine who doesn't deserve to be in my space. I don't want to hear about this shit and his like redemption and how much you love him and stuff. Godspeed with that. But I don't want to hear that. Again, Scheana making it completely about herself. This is insane. Literally insane that she cannot drop this. There's one thing with being like a production pet, being a sellout, wanting that paycheck, and trying to be a part of this Sandoval redemption arc. There's another thing to make it 100% about you. And like, I just don't think it's fair you're making me choose. Bitch, life is about choices. It literally is. The choice should not be hard, like Katie said. He fucked over your friend. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I'm out. Fuck that guy. I'm out. Like, and I hope the worst things in the world happen to you and only you. I would be Dave Chappelle, haters ball, hate on him for the rest of my life because that's my friend. This isn't a hard decision. Again, what Katie said. Fuck that guy. I'm out. Fuck that guy. I'm out. I'm done. But no, Scheana's like, I just feel like, you know, you might want him to apologize to you. Ariana's like, no. Well, you said how do you not understand that? What I'm saying is he hasn't even apologized. Just like Ariana said at the end, this is who this person is. At any time, Tom Sandoval, us living in the same house that everyone seems to throw in Ariana's face and not Tom's, and never says maybe Tom could leave, but they want Ariana to walk away from her investment and get ripped off and screwed over by Tom Sandoval yet again. You know, they all just, it's baffling at this point. You know, so instead of asking him, they hold it against her. this whole house and what she should do and where she should live. So Ariana said, this house that we share, at any point, he could have written me a note. He could put it on the counter. He could have done anything. He's never done anything off camera. If you really are that way and you really are this changed person and you really do feel bad, why did you never make any attempt to apologize or to reach out via like a letter or something when the cameras weren't on? Why do you wait for the cameras, Tom? And we see exactly what Tom's doing. It's not hard to see. And Scheana's like, I hope he's not screwing me over. Spoiler alert, he is. He definitely is. If he screwed Ariana over, it's another Joe situation. If he treats Ariana that way, he's going to treat you that way. And we've already seen him treat you that way, Scheana, and you're not even dating. Allegedly. You're not even together romantically. Allegedly. I don't feel bad for you, Scheana. Nobody does. This is ridiculous. You have a husband, a beautiful child, a life. Go work on that. Don't come over here like, I want to be Tom's friend. Well, then like Katie said, be Tom's friend. Because Katie and Lala had a conversation about this. And Lala, talk about wrong and wrong again and keeps being wrong. She's like, listen, Katie, Ariana be making Scheana. She had to like change her life. She has to change her life. Was her life Tom Sandoval? Is Tom Sandoval on the mortgage? What's happening here? And Katie's like, no, it's easy. It's either you want to be friends with trash bag Tom Sandoval and then watch him shit on you, or you want to be friends with Ariana. It's really not that difficult. And Lala's like, oh, bitch, but it is. Because we just trying to live our life. With the man last year you guys said was a monster. Okay. So again, Lala trying to create a narrative against Ariana. And Katie's like, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Yeah, Katie was learning some gray rock, Susie Q. Katie was like, no, I'm going to have to gray rock you now, Lala. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to do that. So then as Ariana is being the bigger person in the conversation with Scheana, Sheena's like, I'm just afraid I'm going to lose you. And you are, because in this moment with Ariana's face, that was it. Ariana does tell Scheana, no, we're family. I love you. I'm not going anywhere. She's reassuring Scheana. How are we reassuring the lady who didn't even get cheated on? Nothing happened to you. Nothing happened to you, ma'am. But Ariana has to reassure her. She hugs her tight. She closes her eyes and she's like, I love you. But I don't think this man is going to change for the better. Okay? And I don't want him around me. Those are my boundaries. I have to protect myself. I have to be healthy for me. And Sheena's like, ah! And Ariana's hugging her. And then she's like, it's okay. We're family. I'm here for you. So she's still being a good friend to Scheana after just cheering her on with the Apple song. A song which she made a lot of money. Again, podcast, she made a lot of money and got a lot more views than she normally would because of Ariana's pain and the things Ariana went through. Ariana has done enough for you, Scheana and Lala. When are you going to stop being so selfish and stop taking from this woman and start giving her something? What have you given her? It's take. You've literally gotten opportunities. You've bought houses. Your podcasts have grown. Merch. You become more relevant. For you to just shit on her the next season? Ariana needs to be like, what have you done for me lately? Ooh, nothing. They've done nothing. So then, as frickin' Ariana is talking to Scheana, hugging her, reassuring Scheana, because again, this is so traumatic for Scheana. Don't know how. Other than, again, it's another projection of your life. Your life's not going as great. You're having your own, mental health stuff, which is serious and deserves attention, but attention from your husband and medical professionals. Here comes Sandoval, like the damn Grim Reaper. You never know when he's coming. So she's like, oh, it's okay. We're family. And he's like, hey, Scheana, Ariana. And Ariana's like, oh, no, fuck this shit. I'm out. Ariana starts heading, running away. Sam's like, Ariana, I just want to talk to her. So he's chasing her now. He's rolling up on her. She has made it so clear. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I understand we have a job to do, but you leave me alone. You leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Like she is just like Michael Jackson. Leave me alone. And he's like, oh, I'm just a really nice guy. I just want to just reach out. Look, she won't let me reach out. And then Scheana's like, yeah, she thinks I'm stupid and you're acting and your changes aren't real. And I'm like, oh, Scheana. And then Sandoval's like, what? Then he goes over to, then Billie Lee gets her big cameo before the great unfollowing of May 7th, 2024. And Billie Lee's like, yes, Tom, yes. And Tom's like, fucking Ariana. She's this, she's that. She doesn't even like these people. She's fucking lying now. Gloves are off. Dude, gloves have been off. You have been treating her so poorly. So this dude is having a whole hissy fit. Ariana just walks away. She walks up to Jeremiah, one of the producers, executive producer, and she was like, I'm not doing this, okay? He has infiltrated my life in so many ways. He continues to, this is, what did she say? Uninformed consent? Or not, I forget the exact wording. She was like, he came into my life. He put me in danger with all the gonorrheas, chlamydias, herpes, all the stuff. Really, though, medically, like, he really did endanger her. Like, he has disrespected her to the highest. And now he's going to roll up here and just accost her. Like, no. And she's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not giving you this. I am going to keep my boundaries. Like, I have boundaries for myself. This is literal months after this happened. I cannot have this man around me. This is a dangerous man to my life, my health. I'm filming. I'm doing the things I have to do. I'm in scenes with this guy. They're asking a lot of Ariana. And all she's saying is my boundary is that he can't just run up on me. He can't, bombard me and try to gaslight me, lie to me. I'm done with that. Like, that part of my life is done now. These are my boundaries, which is very, very healthy for her to do. And she just told that Jeremiah, she's like, I get, she's breaking the fourth wall. You guys are trying to make a TV show, but I will not, you cannot buy me. I will not sell out like the rest of these sellouts. That is not what's going to happen here. I know what's best for me. Okay? Gray rocking is working for me. This is how I will process my trauma and get through it. I am still doing my job, but I will not be a part of it. She said that is non-informed consent. What he keeps doing to her, and the cheating and the off and all the people that he was out with, and God knows who he had sex with through the years. He does not get access to me. And I was like, yes, more women should say this. More of us should say this. This man, she owes him nothing. She should pay him dust. Unfortunately, they work on a show together, but that doesn't mean that it has to be a toxic work environment. Just think, if you were in your work environment and maybe you dated someone, maybe you got approved by HR, let's say, or something, that would not give him the right when you go to work for him to harass you. You still have rights. You have the right to your own space. You have the right to your own body. You have the right for someone not to harass you and accost you. And regular companies would protect you from that. And they would be in a lot of trouble if this was going down. And that's why they do not want people to be intermingling in that way when they work together, because it brings up a lot of problems and a lot of, abusive situations and things like that. So at most people's workplaces, or at a lot of workplaces in America, they would protect you from this type of shit. But Ariana has no protection. These people are willing to throw her to the wolves, to re-traumatize her over and over again for the almighty dollar. And her alleged friends like Scheana and Lala are more than willing. Lala is ready for Ariana to just throw Ariana to the wolves over and over again. And Scheana is ready to make herself the victim. And it is ridiculous. And Ariana's like, I'm calling a Lyft. We're going to Applebee's. Let's go. So she gets with, I was so happy she had Brad and Daniel. Like tears came to my eyes as I was watching this and watching them kind of, because they're both tall guys. They're both big guys and just kind of cover her, like, cover me in sunshine. Like they just literally, he was dressed in all yellow, and he was like protecting her and they walked out and I was like, yes. And then that cutie patootie with the bangs and the sequence dress, she walked out too. And then they were just all talking and keeping her comfortable and laughing and getting her the hell out of there. They didn't notice how Daniel and Brad, the people who really love her and aren't just trying to make a buck off her, were like, let's go. You ready to go? Let's go, baby. Let's go. We're out. You uncomfortable? I'm riding with you. That is loyalty. That is friendship. That is what she needs. She does not need these sellout fools. So it begs the question, will she come back if there is another season of Vanderpump Rules? I mean, I don't know. It's still a very highly rated show. It's still, it sucks that she would feel almost like bullied off the show by the cast and by people not respecting her wishes, her boundaries, after everything she's put in front of the camera, after everything she has shared about her life through the years. For them to disrespect her like this is really, really gross. So Ariana leaves and I'm like, hell yeah, girl, go have fun at Applebee's with your friends. And then Lala and Scheana, Tom Sandoval then walks up to people. He talks to Billy Lee and he's like, she doesn't even like you guys. She talks so much shit. Okay, liar that lies. We don't believe anything you say, nor do we care. So Sandoval is just pissed. He's like, thanks, Brock, for having my man back at a man time. And Brock's like, yeah, because we're men with butthole mustaches. We love it. We love it. But Sandoval is, he's pissed. So then he comes over where the producer is, Jeremiah, and where Scheana is, and Lala. He starts yelling at Scheana again. He's like, what? But it's not your fault. But I'm so sick of her. Ugh. And then he goes on this rant about how lazy and what a loser Lala is and how she, she's not doing any work and she's getting paid and she needs to be filming with him. And it's so manipulative and it's so gross. And it's exactly what a toxic, narcissistic ex would do while Ariana's outside with her new boyfriend, laughing, smiling, two of her good friends about to head to Crapplebee's. Tom is having a whole fit because he didn't get his way. She was like, gray rocking your ass. Production might be able to push some of these people, but they are not going to purchase me today. And I was so proud of her for that. And so when Tom's like, and then Sheena's like, I know, Tom, angry. And then he's like hugging Scheana. He goes from yelling at her to hugging her. Just, it's so toxic. It's so gross. And then Lala, of course, Lala has to come out. Because obviously everyone wants to hear Lala's hot take on this. Obviously, this has affected Lala. I don't see how the fuck it did. But, to Lala, she's like, and another thing. I'm like, oh my girl, I am so embarrassed for you, girl.
How humiliating and degrading.
So Lala thinks she's doing something. So she's like, I just got to say this. And Sheena's like, okay. She's like, I'm in my motherfucking soft era, bitch. I'm soft eraing. This is my soft era, bitch. That's right. Okay. I don't understand what's going on here. We all have to film. We got to motherfucking film. We got to do the damn thing. And then Ariana can just take off. Ariana doesn't have to have sex with a man with no neck for all these years, thinking he's got a PJ and all this money and connections to the industry to find out that he doesn't and he's Harvey Weinstein Jr. And she don't have to do that? Well, that's not going to work for Lala because I'm soft. I'm soft as fuck, bitch. Like she's just going off, yelling. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's super soft. Super soft. Thank you, Lala. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is soft. This is not. Soft. Not soft. Soft, warm, fuzzy blanket. Prickly, cactus, owie, cuts deep. Lala's like, I'm sick of this shit, okay? It's not like Tom Sandoval killed anybody. He didn't kill anybody. I have never in my life. Ariana thinks she's Beyonce. I have never in my life of having 12-inch nails experienced someone who gets cheated on and suddenly becomes God. That was supposed to be me. Get off my ride, Ariana. It was supposed to be me. But nobody feels bad for me. And in that moment, I was like, oh shit. This is so much projection. Even the stuff she was saying about Ariana earlier at the lunch, being like, I don't remember now because we're 2 hours in, but the way she was describing it, and then Ariana's not processing it, and then she's gonna, and I'm like, that's you. That's you. That's you. This weakness you feel, this weak ass energy you feel, isn't Ariana. Ariana's good. She's figuring the damn thing out. She's taking the steps. She's learning the things she needs to do and the methods to deal with problematic people like you and Tom Sandoval. This is you, Lala. Everything you say is you. It's cuckoo. It's crazy. And suddenly she becomes God. And she's like, boom, 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 finger guns, Lauren, Tupac Shakur. She's like, boom, boom. I know one Tupac song. Match me. And I'm like, I'm so done with you, Lauren. I'm so done with you, Lauren. Lauren, hi. I'm so done. This is so transparent, what you're doing. And then Ariana's like, hee, off with her friends. I'm like, how dare she leave early? And then we get a confessional from Lauren from Utah going, oh my God, we all put our lives out there. James Kennedy put his life out there. Scheana put her life out there. She wore a crop top to her MFing wedding. I did, sorta. And she can just walk out. This means something to me. This means something to me. And I'm like, I could have sworn you openly admitted in the podcast recently with Alex Baskin-Robbins and James Kennedy and Alex Baskin-Robbins confirmed that you have walked out many times. We remember you leaving the show, them not being able to get a hold of you, you hiding your boyfriend, your married boyfriend, Randall, you then coming back, you thinking you're too good for the show, you talking down to your cast members, you leaving the show again and walking off and having a tantrum. I don't remember Ariana ever doing that. I remember Ariana this time, this night of the finale, setting her boundaries and standing by what's healthy and good for her. I just remember you walking out thinking you were better than everybody. You lying about your relationship. You lying about what happens on the boats and cruise yachts. You allegedly throwing your friend Faith under the bus. Putting things around the apartment to see if she would steal them. That's what I remember about you. I don't remember Ariana taking the show for granted. She's like, I feel like Sandoval and Ariana have hid their relationship. And just because this bitch shares a little bit, why don't you have that smoke for Sandoval then? If he hasn't shared, why don't you have that smoke for him? If you feel he hasn't shared. Because Ariana has shared a lot. She shared about her father's passing. She shared about her family. She shared about her mental health. She shared about previous abuse in relationships. She has shared 110% more than you have shared on the show, Lala. You have been one of the fakest cast members. And through your sobriety, I really had hoped that you would be this voice. As a fellow sober woman, I was excited. I was like, hell yeah, Lala, get it. I had a whole newfound love for you. I was like, yes, you got away from Randall. You're sober. You're doing the damn thing, but you have not done the work. You are still really struggling and you're taking out other people. And this is a bad, from one sober lady to another, not trying to tell you how to run your sobriety, but just maybe some friendly advice. This is not healthy, what you're doing, and will not lead you on a continued path of sobriety. it's dangerous. I shouldn't say it won't lead you because I can't predict that, but it's not healthy. And you got to process this shit. And you can't put money before everything else. I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. The projection is so crazy. So then she's like, yeah, fuck this bitch. And then 5 minutes later, I knew I'd break. Yep, we did too. Every time you try to get hard, you're crying 5 minutes later. Lala, go work on yourself. Go volunteer. Go help people. Acts of service. Lots of things you can do to get yourself out of your own head, out of your own ego, out of this cycle of blame and anger and blame. Fix it. Fix it. Because a lot of people would call Lala's behavior dry drunk. That's kind of what, at this point, behavior we've seen from her. I can't say for sure because I don't want to put that on her, but I mean, I do. I really want to support women. I want to support sober women, especially. But this is trash. This is trash. No. Sorry. No, thank you. Yeah. She could have supported Ariana this season, right? She didn't even consider that. Not a consideration. Frustrating. So, after Sandoval has his little hissy fit, Lala has her hissy fit. Yeah. Finger guns, Lala, daddy, then I just think there's so much more, Lala, out there that you can do to get out of this cycle. I understand the cycle. If anyone understands the cycle, it's me, girl. And I do empathize with that, but you have to stop putting that shit on everybody else. And you got to own it. You have to own that shit and you got to do better. Because it's only going to be better for you in the long run in your sobriety. This is not a good place to be. Not a good place to be for that. But that's just my opinion. What do I know? What the hell do I know? I'm just a 44-year-old lady, watching your silly show. So then we see Lala driving off, or Ariana driving off, and we get the montage. And I'm like, now I'm going from piss to like tearing up, going, oh, that it's your time. These are the best days. And I was like, they were the best days of our life. Oh, God. Just kidding. Hella sentimental. And I'm so glad a lot of you admitted that. Shout out to Sharni for admitting that early on. And that's when we have Tom Schwartz, infamously saying, well, that was a plot twist to the producer. To which everyone's just kind of like shell-shocked. And then Tom Sandoval, in true Tom Sandoval fashion, as much as he wants to try to convince us, horribly try to convince us with his bad acting that he's changed. And then, I just wanted to talk to her. Sir, no. You want to abuse her. You want to accost her. You want to make her uncomfortable because that's where your power lies. And she's not giving you that anymore. Yeah. To her, you're vapor. Then Tom says, I love it. It's good for me. And what he meant, no matter what he says on Watch What Happens Live, I haven't watched Watch What Happens Live yet, but I did hear that he was trying to explain it like, no, I meant it, sir. No, what you meant is what you guys thought you were seeing was Ariana storming off, being irrational. And what the rest of us saw was a woman standing in her integrity and standing up for herself and her boundaries, something that women haven't always and still aren't encouraged to do. So when we see a woman doing that and doing it so eloquently, we're like, cheers. Yay. Great job. We cheer for that. Yep. We're not for women getting bullied into playing nice with the men that have traumatized her and have treated her so horribly and disrespected her. Nope. We're like, bye. Megan Sue, thank you so much for the super chat. Megan Sue says it's very different when children are involved. Court's got get involved. It took years to get sole custody with supervised visitation. So I see Lala's side more if Rand is Harvey Weinstein Jr. Yeah, I mean, obviously children involved adds a whole other element to it. I don't know, I guess, what that has to do with. Maybe you're just saying, apologize if I'm not understanding your comment, but I think you're saying you empathize with her because going through a similar situation. And yeah, the courts, I understand that, I like that Lala was on this journey to kind of, educate women and be a voice, since she has a platform for women in the court system and stuff. I liked that. I don't know where she veered off, and that was a great storyline. I mean, and that great for life, but I mean, speaking in terms of the show, that was something that was so interesting that she was kind of working in advocacy for that. It seemed like she was very interested, and then somewhere along the line that got dropped so that she could become whatever it is she's doing now. So I totally understand that. But yeah, I don't really know what she's doing other than projecting things she hasn't processed on other people. And she's welcome to talk about the Randall situation. She's welcome to have that, but they all want to say, Lala especially wants to say Ariana doesn't have a storyline, but she does. You don't have a storyline, Lala. You don't have your own thing going on, so you're all kind of just banking on Ariana and Ariana's pain. And she has been a good friend to you guys, saying, yeah, go ahead, talk about it on your podcast. Go ahead, sell your merch, do what you got to do. So Amy says, Lala says she never experienced a woman being cheated on and becoming God. Honey, are you experiencing that happening? It's just not you. Yep. So you guys, over 2 hours. I was just getting on, you know me, long-winded Lunzer, I like to call myself. But I will do a roast of tonight's Watch What Happens live. Hopefully I'll talk about it with Christina Coca. Again, Christina Coca at Coca Coca on YouTube and at Coca Macoca on Instagram. She makes fantastic Bravo Vanderpump content, and she's so clever, witty, funny, all the good stuff. She's going to be joining me tomorrow at 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern, and we're going to be again talking about the reunion in the finale, Vanderpump Rules, the upcoming reunion. We'll probably talk about a lot of stuff, but I definitely want to get all of Christina's thoughts on the reunion. And now I feel like I've let mine out because I want to let Christina really want to hear what she has to say about this. And I'll check with her. I'm sure she's watched Watch What Happens live by then. And then we can talk about that. And we'll have so much stuff. Yes. And the after show, we got a lot of stuff to cover. All right. Even though we're at the finale, it is far from over because we have a 3-part reunion. We got after shows. We got the Valley. We have Watch What Happens live. So much. But thank you guys for being here for me. Love Pink says, thank goodness you came on. I clicked so fast and was in the chat. I was losing my mind, but I'm better now thanks to you. Yes. I honestly feel like this becomes like a group therapy session for all of us. And I hope you guys feel the same way. I hope you feel great about that. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. So I'll set up that live as soon as you see it, you guys. Smash the notification so you get notified as soon as I create the live, and make sure you go and give Christina Coca, our guest tomorrow, a subscribe here on YouTube. Let's support other women. Let's get her, because I think she's just venturing over into YouTube, but she's killing it on TikTok. She's killing it on Instagram. So let's help her kill it on YouTube, because you guys, if you don't, I mean, most people know Christina's content, but if you don't, it's really, really good. Okay. Yay. Amy K says, I love the Love the group therapy. Veronique, thank you. Thanks, Mama. You bring the levity to the chaos. We all try. Hit that like button on your way out. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and comment after the video post, because obviously we had 650 plus people on the live chat tonight. I couldn't see everyone's comments, but I appreciate all of them. So put them in the comment section after the video post so I can read through them and respond back to you guys. But get some rest wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourself, and always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.